Hello people, and welcome back to Pokemon Z. So, today, I want to wrap it up. I like this game, but I genuinely feel like it has kind of overstayed its welcome. 12 gyms is too much for me, I'm gonna be honest. You know, I like the story, but I just needed something else. So, the next series I'm doing, the creators of Pokemon Xenoverse released a new game. So, I bought it, and we're going to play that. Completely unspoiled. So that's fun. Now you hop in the minecarts. Hell game. Need to be going. Touchdown. We have to catch a train in Cornway Town. I think I'll have time for a quick little battle. Anyway. That might also be thank goodness. I thought it was gonna have like full absorb or something. I think it gets that. The train of happiness only passes once. Make sure to catch it. I remember this place. I know that's kind of obvious, but because it still counts. What the frick? What? I don't know what that's advertising. That's true. Alright, so I probably need to look on route not 20 for a shiny fur fruit. Fight doll. What do I even need to do? Oh, hi. Oh, there you are, Mew. Sorry to keep on relying so much on you lately, but I have no clue what those two are up to right now. I got a letter, and apparently it's supposed to mean someone at the Inventors Fair in Corway Town. They claim they can give us intel on Elka's plans. We'll see if it pans out. The anonymous informant should be around here somewhere. Be prepared in case this turns out to be a trap, especially after everything we've uncovered lately. Then again, our enemies would have to be completely out of their minds to attack us in broad daylight with this many people around.
Ah.
Leon Aver, it's been a long time. Nubla! I knew this wasn't a trap. I'm surprised they haven't locked you up yet, like the rest of Team Azoth. I haven't worked for Team Azoth in a long time, or what little is left of it anyway. In fact, I'm here to give you some highly valuable intel on the future plans of Alka and our new partner, that fellow AZ. You might not believe what I'm about to tell you, but I strongly suggest that you listen. Alright, stop talking. I'll be at the judge of whether you're telling the truth or not. I assume you're already aware of their plan to build a device known as the ultimate weapon, right? And that they need all 12 Raging batches of Kalos to make it operational.
Ah.
Hoi hoi. That's nothing we don't already know. Excellent. Just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Well, you should know that Alka already has 12 batches in her possession. What? Impossible. She got her hands on them that quickly? They're supposedly in charge of making them all disappear. Both Alka and AZ have committed terrible acts to obtain those badges, eliminating Ragents, private collectors, even young Pokemon trainers who earned those badges apparently during the last Poké Tour. But here's the important part. They're about to test the weapon. They intend to absorb the life energy of a massive number of Pokemon all at once. When and where are they planning to do this, Nucleus? Tell us. That I don't know. My only clue is that they try to exploit a scenario where a massive number of Pokemon will be battling each other. And what are they gonna do with all that life energy? Use it to make themselves immortal or something? Partly, yes. That's a side effect of firing the ultimate weapon. Their main goal is to use that energy to bring someone back to life. Or perhaps several people, I'm not entirely sure. Bringing several people back to life. And that's all I came to tell you. If I wanted to lay trap for you, I would have given you an exact time and place where Alka would strike, but I do not have that information. Then answer me one last thing. Why did you decide to help us? What grand, transcendent motive caused you to betray your former colleagues? Come along, Augustine. We're leaving. Yes, Mama. You became a mother. It happened shortly after the fall of King AZ. Having children was strictly forbidden for members of Team Azoth, as they wished to end the cycle of life and death altogether. So I'm no longer counted among the chosen that Alka will spare when the ultimate weapon is fired. But I realize now how incredibly selfish that really is. Denying others the gift of life simply because we're afraid of dying. I can no longer stand by that ideal. Which reminds me, I never got to tell you how truly sorry I am. What happened to you? To your son? So no need to bring that up now. It happened a long time ago, and I've completely moved on. I'm glad to hear that. This is where we part ways. I don't expect we'll see each other again, so au revoir. Tell me something weird. Lately, hearing lately, and I missed it. It really reminds me of someone. During your time in prison, did you meet a man in an iron mask? Didn't you? Yeah? I suppose you already found out that he was the king's brother. He was also an extremely intelligent and well-versed man, at least I knew him. During the time I worked at the royal family's outpost, I developed a deep intellectual friendship with him. In those days, I was quite proud. I wanted to see how far my talent in alchemy could take me. Ironface and I started many projects that would be strictly forbidden today, like trying to create artificial Pokemon. And on one occasion, we even attempted to create a human life through alchemy. And it worked. We managed to create a healthy boy, although outwardly he appeared deformed to the rest of the world. It didn't take long for the head alchemists to discover what we had done. They notified the authorities immediately. The boy was taken away somewhere. I haven't heard a single word about him since. Poor Ironface was branded a madman and dragged off to the prison of Oblivion. As for me, I was expelled from all alchemist circles and relegated to the small flare laboratory. In a way, I'm glad to know that Ironface spent his final years in your company. Now I understand why you've become so strong in a short amount of time. In fact, I'd love the chance for you in that battle so I can see some of his teachings in action. So you ready to battle? Let's begin then. Hit me hard with everything you got. That is a full team. Okay, so Substrika has two abilities that boost something when it's hit by an electric attack, so Headlong Rush. Does that do enough? I am faster than the next Pokemon. Never mind. I was gonna start the Death Sweep. I'm gonna call it that. Where I keep using Aggression Charge over and over again. I think that is a very fitting thing. I'm still surprised that Infect has gotten this far. Like, I love him, right? I'm just very surprised that I haven't moved him. But, like, he's so good. I think it's mostly because of the coverage, but let's Constellar. Is this gonna be a Mega Pyro or not? Yeah, it is. Survive. Oh no. the end of the battle. I really hope she doesn't have like really insane Pokemon. Alright, that is a kinda insane. I never thought you'd make it this far when I first saw you in my lab. Sure. Well, immediately we switch into high. I probably could have taken it out with a thing there. With an electric attack. Now I remember everything I learned about Pokemon battling all those years ago. The bond, that bond. We really gave it our all, didn't we? 100% of our strength in our Pokemons too. And no one around us seems to have noticed this latest. This is, without a doubt, a peaceful place where harmony between humans and Pokemon is thrive. Professor! How could you just sneak up on me like that, Mila? Are you trying to give me a heart attack or something? I just got so excited. It's been ages since I last saw you. You look more gorgeous every single day. Yes, sure. But I'm me up now. Ashley, it's good that you're here, so Mew and I can bring you up to speed with our latest findings. Do you want to do the talking and explain it, Mew? On second thought, never mind, I can explain that better. And that's basically everything we discovered. Oh, goodness gracious. That's a lot of information to process. So Christina was right with his deductions. Badges are more than just showing off. Exactly. To be completely honest, it's a suspicion I've harbored for a long time. And I'll admit, it was part of the reason I took on students who were collecting the badges. So I owe you an apology. Speaking of Christina, what kind of mess is he in? You gotta find him. Wait, in fact, that's what I came to talk to you about. You see, turns out Cristiano has rebelled against Mira. He's managed to get a faction of the Carlos army to support him and take arms against the legislator. Is that guy an idiot? Now he wants to play civil war? Apparently it was inevitable. Mira found out that Cristiano was helping us and things escalated. I think now Cristiano's forces are moving to confront Captain Central's army. Many Pokemon fighting. Many Pokemon fighting each other. Secret Blue, Sarva, of course. What's wrong, Professor? We know that Alcott or Father are going to fire the ultimate weapon using the energy of a massive amount of Pokemon, right? And now it turns out a civil war is broken out in Kalos, and two armies packed with Pokemon are about to clash. Well, that's going to be very convenient for their plans. They'll use the battles as perfect cover to fire the weapon to drain the life force of all those Pokemon. Exactly, we have to warn Crescendo immediately, so he doesn't engage in battle. His army is likely in Snowbell City to fight Centra's forces, so we'll need to search the outskirts of that city. You should search around Route 20. Like a continuation of Route 20? Perfect. I found the fur fruit. Infecticide. What are you doing? What are you doing there, buddy? Parkour. I should healed. I'm sorry if I'm not talking. This is just a bad battle all around. For me, I mean, yeah, we're gonna take him out, but like, we only have Infecticide left. Infecticide needs a lot to be good. Parkour. I know my partner crafted some parkour in the market. Just like our Pokemon, we also have to be agile and acrobatic. Uh-oh. Random boss battle. They're reviving all my Pokemon. Did that just say 500 damage? That's crazy. Guy's probably already dead, right? It's probably too late. What a convenient coincidence. Turns out my fur appears exactly when you intervene. Were you perhaps the guilty party? Do you know how hard I had to work to get a fur egg with these characteristics? I will not tolerate an attack on my honor. Prepare to receive your punishment. Why, Lucario? That is very bad. I see you don't know who you're dealing with. Yeah, look, you know what? You and your sidekick can keep that blessed furfro. I and my servants work day and night to hatch more furfro eggs. Soon I'll have a whole pack of shiny Pokemon, ho ho ho. So I just get a shiny furfru. Hey, you really saved my skin there. I don't know what's gotten into the world lately. Despotism and savagery are running wilder than ever. And I thought we had left all that behind us. Anyway, name's Brewing. I'm a rare goods merchant. I was on my way to set up shop in Acrylic Town when this whole mess went down. Don't worry about the furfro, I'll do that. Anyway, swing by my shop in Acrylic Town and I'll cut you a special deal, my friend. So yeah, Frozone was still on my seat. I could get his new guillotine form. I don't know, I'm kind of happy with the Pokemon I have now. Yeah, if your Pokemon are lower level than the wild Pokemon, you've done something wrong. That's a pretty good level cap. I can definitely make that. If the Pokemon in the grass are level 80, we're all good. That was very not worth it. I wonder if there's anything under here. Be a really cool place to put something. Like an insane item. I don't know what that is. Is that just like a advertisement? 'Cause I can't read it. Atlanta belongs to Captain Center and I. As in leech of her god, I will give my life to defend it. Prepare to lose. So, ice types. He's chill. He hasn't survived. That's... I don't think the original one should have done that. I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have kept it exclusive to its Zen mode. Now it can get swept by raging fury. Oh, now we're faster. That's good. I would imagine it's very hard to do, like, opposing types. Like, fire and ice, you can't really have fire and icy plays or ice enough. Fire plays, no. I failed to capture the enemy, it's too strong. Can we not? I'm sure that, like, really early in the game, there was a recipe for the flimsy hatchet, and I just never got it. Guarantee you. Are you here to support that traitor, Captain Pisano? We'll crush you with the full might of Snowbell City. Why do these guys have such cool Pokemon? Abominable? Are we serious? Abominable's cool. That could enjoy that. Mega Carbonical is cool. I'm sorry. What is this move? Nah. Can't. Traders like you will end up paying a high price. It's always been that way in history. No, it is the traders getting. It's the traders getting paid a high price. Squad 4, fire 3 artillery volleys at 70-degree angle. Hold your ground. Unleash Ice Beam. Barrage. Squad 4, fall back. Squad 3, prepare to put up a light screen. On my signal, now. Flying Squad, prepare for an aerial assault from 35 meters. Now, send in the flyers. We're falling back to Snowball City. Retreat. Well done, Squad 1. Move up and secure the bridge. Mew, I advise you to keep your distance, at least until the dust settles and the arena is secure. Do you have something to report? I know you wouldn't have approached the front lines unless it was urgent. Tell me. If what you're saying is true, if that really is the enemy's plan, you can't risk a full-scale battle against the Center or Mirror's forces. If I understand correctly, I could use any major class to trigger it. Captain Cristiano, I've received word that we're ready to advance into Snowbell City. Captain Sandra's forces have entrenched themselves inside the city's Pokemon bastion to regroup. We're only gonna send in a small strike team of our most capable Pokemon trainers to take that bastion. But a small team, sir, but what about the rest of I will brief you on the full situation as soon as I can. For now, just trust my orders. C'est vos plans. Yes, sir. Right away, Captain. Mew, would you still be willing to join that strike team? Your strength would be invaluable for a mission of this caliber. So, if you feel up to the task, head to Snowbell City and my soldiers take down Captain Sandra and Star Bastion. Cristiano's asking you to get the gym badge of the next city. He's just using more immersive, story-driven language. Alright. At least they're honest. Will they allow me to heal at a Pokemon Center? Since it's at war right now, that's why I'm confused. That's why I'm like unsure. I'm still standing to defend the gates of Snowbell City. You shall not pass. Napoleon's a mid Pokemon. There, I said it. I think it's very cool that it's the only steel it is the only steel type starter. I think it's cool that it's like based on Trident, but it's still mid. It's not that cool. Or they could have taken it in a different direction. I'm not saying make it a water ice type because that's boring. I think it's creative that they came up with steel, but it's still kind of mid. I'm saying the typing is creative. I'm not in like the inspiration. That's interesting, but it all came out to just a mad Pokemon. Why did I use that? I thought we were still fighting. Right, you get into like I guess talking about something. I don't know. You're the one doing the dirty work for that turncoat, Cristiano. Don't think Snowbell City will fold just because some spineless, low-level resistance. Step into my bastion if you have the nerve. Prepare to feel the chill that reaches your very soul. How dare a traitor like you track mud into our pristine winter palace. Get ready for a storm of a lifetime. That's not good. We'll take it out though, right? Jolt to the bone, what a powerhouse. Everyone says the Snowball Munio's armies are the bravest, but honestly we're way tougher than the pampered city boys. I'll show you. How does a robot bleed? Tell me. Bitter malice. Why? Sure, but I'm just the tip of the iceberg. Oh. How fun. You fell into the pit. Prepare to fight the winter Countess's elites. Us.
Wait, did I use Clock and 40 on Z on accident? Please oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh man. Fighting both of us at once. We can't beat you. Maybe we should raise the white flag, Gallo style. Yeah, I didn't know what this puzzle was wanting me to do at first, so. Yes, wide open. You could save that, right? Man! Give me a second, I need to heal. So I guess we gotta take a perfect path so that we're on the right side. Is there another way to get to her? Wait. Wait, I didn't mean to do that, but that genuinely might have been the correct thing. Wait, no, I think I see it now.
So I was kinda correct. Perfect. Are we serious? Did you see how fast Cristiano's runs crumbled? We've got them under lock and key and they aren't going anywhere. Are they dead? Or are they just frozen? Hey, fighting ice types with fire types is basically cheating. Why would I not rescue her? Thank you so much for rescuing me. Give me a second thought, then I'll be right behind you. Who in their right mind wouldn't help her? Genuinely. Well, they wouldn't have a right mind if they didn't try to help her. Like, I'm not even trying to be like a white knight or anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being like genuine. Like, why wouldn't you help someone that is literally in ice? They are frozen. I suppose there's no way to. I can't dodge the trainer. Wait, no, didn't I want to get to that? I want to get on top of that one. Ice types have an incomprehensible power. It incommensurable, unfathomable. No, they do not. They are one of the worst types ever. Because they resist its death themselves. That's the only type is ice. Which is stupid. Maybe, but I'm sure I've convinced you of the value of ice type Pokemon. I come here, you fall into our trap. Now you're fighting on the claw and arm pulled ground. Well, have you considered showing our pens? Go. But like, I don't see any reason not to do it. If you're gonna be like, if they're gonna help you, why wouldn't you want a bunch of help? That seems stupid. I'm Captain Centra's favorite. She never actually spoke to me, but I can tell our vibes are totally in sync. Alright, we gotta go to the Pokemon Center. Pokemon C is our best Pokemon. Alright. So I am really happy that we have 2 rock types. Because we can just, like, destroy this gym, right? Glaceon's a little scary. Oh. To be fair, Constellar is like the newbie.
Oh, he's not doing terrible. For being the newbie, he's not doing terrible. I still would absolutely love a Pokemon Showdown type game with all these fake mon. That'd be really, really cool. I feel like Infectisac would probably be like one of the best Pokemon ever in that kind of game. It was a surprisingly high energy feat. Lord, thank you so much for rescuing me. I'm not gonna force all of them. I made some cookies yesterday. They weren't bad. They were a little sweet because I added a lot of the stuff to it. Your logic has been numbed by the cold, Mew. Do you have any idea what you're walking into? Now you'll have to run at the gauntlet against my elite guard. Every last one of them. Let's settle this. See which army truly. For the glory of Snowell City, for the winter something. Yeah, baby. I've got your back, Mew. For Captain Cristano's honor, for Kalos. My blade and Pokeball strike for justice, for truth, and for love. I won't let you fight this battle alone. I'm fighting by your side. Cryogonal is pretty. Oh. I was about to say, Cryogonal is a pretty special defense. That's not good. Just shut up. I've never faced an opponent. That was an honorable clash. Your Pokemon fought with true courage. Our elite guard has been bested. We shall withdraw. Good luck. Heal me when you face the winter conflicts. Can y'all heal me? Oh. That's not good. Wait, no, not a master ball. A full restore. And then, like, a elixir again. Alright, I'm just looking at progression. I'm gonna say we could go for the Death Sweep immediately, or we could have Constellar come out. I feel like Constellar immediately coming out would probably be the best. It's a lot more of a safer choice than if we were to if we needed to like switch out. She's a Glastrier. I forgot. And we should probably save Constellar for Glastrier. You ventured too deep, Mew. Let me offer you one final warning. The guards cut through weren't there to shield me from you. They're there to shield the world from the absolute zero of my power. Ever since I was a child, the snow has blessed me with an affinity for ice types that no other trainer on this earth could hope to match. And with that, you still dare to challenge me? All for the sake of a man like Senna. Very well, if you are truly so eager to meet a frostbitten end, I shall oblige. Is she gonna have a Mega and a Equestrian? Whatever I do, I need to remember that Equestrian has an ability that will destroy me if I let it activate. I probably should have went for Stone Axe. Wait. Are you serious? Beautiful. You. Buddy, you needed to hit that. So I need to bring in Constellar a little early, which I really don't want to do. You know what? I can't do it. I cannot do it. We gotta take out Constellar. One shot it. One got the dude. Walk in for Gonzi. Lock the heck in. Lock in. Please, Glastrier. If I remember correctly, Glastrier does not have good special defense, but I'm going to look that up just in case. Like, I know it has good defense. I'm not sure about its special defense, actually. It might be made to be a bulky attacker. Because if it is meant to be a bulky attacker, it's meant to be a bulky. It's meant to be bulky. It has a 110 special defense, which is not the worst. But I don't think an aggression charge is going to take that. Avalanche, it's over. I said we should not. Like, not really press that up. We need one more on that. It's probably one of the biggest throws ever, because if we shouldn't have used a Blitz, we should have used Flare Blitz. Because then we would have had the defense. This will actually be an energy, not energy, a speed attack. Mega Back's Caliber. I'm gonna go insane. And is Trick Room still up? I think it is. hitting it at all, but it's worth a shot. I don't think Mega Baxcalibur is that fast. Baxcalibur itself is not that fast, I don't think. I'm looking it up. I probably jinxed myself. Actually, no. Why does Mega Baxcalibur have 175 attack? It has no business being that high. But anyway, we're a lot faster. Survive. No, we're not surviving. Alright. That was a terribly handled battle. I'm blaming freaking Beautiful, because if we'd gotten that stealth rock down, then that battle would have been infinitely easier. Alright, so first move is Stone Axe. I don't care. We need Stone Axe, we need the Stealth Rocks, then we can focus on everything else, right? A Mega Baxcalibur make the last year in the same battle. Should be cheating, but it isn't. I do like how they worked her legendary into the story, though. That was very interesting. Thank you. That was very good. Beautiful. That's good. Oh, I like that. Alright, Constellar. I'm going to record that we go back into our defensive form. That's bad. Wait, we can just Eclipse again. Shouldn't have done that. Alright. Alright. This is great for us. Alright. Now, Mega Baxcalibur. 2 of the charge boost. And we have 1 on the metronome. We got 1 move on the metronome. The attack miss, that's amazing. That is probably the best thing that could have happened. And just like that, Mega Baxcalibur down. Don't have the Mamoswine. Weavile's also kind of bad, but man, survive. That's good. It did have the Life Orb though, which sucks. What else are you gonna have? Don't have a fast one. Oh, I forgot about this one. I don't know about Fragings. I think we'll still rush to get that. Whoa! Wait, it's all those those special defense boots.
I thought we were done.
Do you think those crude attacks will dent my Pokemon's ice? They will crush you.
I'd be like rationalization or something. That is not nice there. Oh, no.
That is 900 damage.
It can get to insane levels very quickly.
Impossible to be bested on my own frozen grounds. Is this why the legislator shudders at the mention of your name?
He does? That's cool.
You strong Mew. Formidably so. Now I see why the legislator was so desperate to keep you on a short leash. My code as a trainer outweighs my duty as a captain. I'm bound by my honor to grant you this Bastion's badge. By surrendering to you, I have defied the legislator. My future now lies in the hands of fate. But before we part, tell me, Mew of Paldea, what drives you? What do you hope to achieve by claiming all these badges and the power they hold? Is it immortality, a desire to reshape the world in your image, or just the hollow thrill of being unbeatable? In all my years at the summit of Pokemon Mastery, I've never encountered an opponent so impossible to read. Captain Cristiano, I take it your forces have secured the city. We owe this victory entirely to you. If you acknowledge your defeat, I ask that you withdraw now to preserve what remains of your honor. Of course, I wouldn't want to be an eyesore during your coronation as the new king of Kalos. Kalos is finished with kings and legislators. When the smoke clears, I will ensure that the people are the true masters of their own fate. You're a fool if you think you can win this war with ideals alone. This victory is but a single page in a much longer story. History will remember the cause. Let history be the judge then. If you'll excuse me, I must begin preparations in the war room. Sivos Plat escorted Captain Centra to the eastern border. There she is to be stripped of her rank and cast into exile. Will not bring war to this land again. At once, Captain. You have my deepest thanks, Mew, but I fear the true storm is only just beginning. That door leads to the command center. I would be honored to have you on our board. So your insight is exactly what we need for the days ahead. Sure, I'll go in. Here's where things stand, Captain. With the capture of Snowbell City and our alliance with Lavery City and Anastar City, we have virtually all of East Kalos on our side. If we don't press this advantage and launch a full offensive now, we may never get a chance like this again. Legislator Mira will just sit back and watch us consolidate power in the East. He's likely already mobilized a good portion of the Lumio City army to meet us in battle. The question is now where he'll choose to strike. It's unlikely he'd come through Lavery, given the swampy terrain across that entire area. He may attack us right here in Snowbell. Are you standing orders to avoid a major open field engagement still in effect then? For now, yes. We need to be extremely cautious with Alpha, Third Force in this war. If we can negotiate this ceasefire with the legislator until we've dealt with that matter, it'll be the best outcome for everyone. Yeah, Crescendo, hello. Am I too late to help out? Mila, wait. How did they let you in? I had the door guarded. Excuse me, Captain, but this young lady said she was the pastry chef here to deliver food we ordered. But we never ordered any food. I suppose this is my fault for feeding you all so poorly lately, but try not to fall for something so obvious. Boy, Crescendo's really letting this whole captain thing go to his head, huh? Barking orders and everything. What's that supposed to mean? I only give orders because it's my job. I'm not bossy or anything like that. Well, he he is a little bossy sometimes. Remember when he nearly ordered us to surrender at Battle of Galar just because his favorite author was from that region and he didn't want to delay the release of the man's next novel? Oh, order, please. This is a war council. As always, Mila's throwing everything into chaos. If you're finished, Captain, I have another urgent report. The Lumio City Army, with Legislator Mira himself, is requesting to negotiate. Fantastic! That's more or less what I expected. And where do they want to hold these negotiations? Right now, sir, the legislators already entered the city with a small escort. Sakurai Blue, we should have led with that, but let's go out and meet him. If he's reasonable, we can reach a deal that benefits everyone. I want some bratwurst. That'd be good. I'm really hungry right now. I got some slices of pizza in the fridge, homemade pizza. Oh. So you finally decided to negotiate, Legislator? Dealing with traitors isn't exactly high on my priority list, but I'm in. Well, you've crossed the line, leaving me no choice but to handle this in person, Mr. Castano. My terms are very simple. Surrender immediately, and hand over all your weapons and Pokemon. Do that, and your lives will be spared. Surrender. 1. Verb. Give and yields, especially under pressure. We're not accepting those terms, Legislator. Your whole government is built on lies and injustice. Just look what you did to Mew and Professor Oliver. Besides, we know you don't actually care about combos. You're just a pawn for some evil Pokemon named Oratosk. Because of that, and so much more, we're gonna keep fighting until we strip you of your power. You lack vision, Cristiano. Think carefully about what the future holds. We're on the brink of an unprecedented shift, one that'll sweep across the Pokemon world like wildfire. For the first time, the world won't be ruled by corrupt, flawed humans. Instead, we'll be guided by a single infinitely wise Pokemon, a leader capable of making the perfect choice every single time. You could have been the human face of this new era, a figure remembered forever for his heroism and wisdom. Isn't that what you always wanted? Yet you're throwing it all away to protect the same broken systems. For these two? Mila, a spoiled brat who wouldn't know sacrifice or responsibility if it starred her in the face? And Mew, a nobody so ridiculously irrelevant, I'm amazed they're even still here. Well, sure, Legislator. We're ready to open fire. Please stand down, I can handle this myself. Oh, I thought they were hugging. I am completely sick of your silver tongue and your blatant disrespect. From now on, you're gonna treat my friends with the respect they deserve. Okay? I'm not letting a single insult slide anymore. Say one more word about them, and I'll rearrange your face so badly your own family won't be able to recognize you. So it's war then, Master Casena. War, but not here and not now. Oh, we're wasting time bickering. Alkanese have already built the ultimate weapon. They're just waiting for the first large-scale conflict so they can fire it. He's either lying or exaggerating. Ordinary humans could never rebuild the ultimate weapon without my help. The battle will happen this afternoon, Master Cristiano. Once I'm done with you, I'll deal with Alka and that old king. Sparing his life was a mistake. Choose wisely. Die trapped inside the city, or face me on the open battlefield. You're making a colossal mistake. Nobody will win this battle. It'll only bring more suffering. Because of him, we can't afford to fight now. yet, Cristiano, earlier when you grabbed Mira like that. But yeah, I know, I'm sorry for embarrassing you with that totally unnecessary display of toxic masculinity. Hold on. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? What? That was not a display of toxic masculinity. I mean, I just looked up a random article, but like, that was pretty fair. Grab him by the shirt? A true man would do that. I'm a man. No, I was actually gonna say, I kinda like seeing you do that. I mean, I found it interesting in a curious way. Right, whatever you say. We don't have time for this right now. We need to decide fast. Do we hunker down and here and defend, or head to Route 21 and face Lumio City's entire army? Then we just stay inside the bastion and hold out. We've got plenty of strong soldiers and Pokemon here. Problem is, Snowbell City isn't ready to survive a long siege right now. Supplies are running low, plus I don't want any civilians getting caught in the crossfire. On the other hand, if we meet them on Route 21, the high ground will give us a tactical advantage. But the real danger is that Alpha and your dad could show up out of nowhere and ruin everything. That's exactly where Mew and I come in. While you're busy crushing those soldiers with crazy military strategies, we'll push ahead and make sure nobody activates the open weapon. I don't want you two dragging yourselves from this battle. You're soldiers, and this is not your fight. Did you forget the promise we made? We promised we'd always protect each other no matter what. Whatever the cost, if we go down together. I broke that promise more times than I can count. I haven't been the friend you deserve, so you owe me nothing. Just save yourselves while you still can. But none of us are gonna be safe until we actually put an end to this. Need I remind you that my own father teamed up with a lunatic to cause a literal catastrophe? I guess I might never fully live up to what our friendship means either. I'm gonna fight as hard as I can to try. So be it then. Let's move on to Route 21 and do everything in our power to finally bring some peace to our lives. Let's show those jerks how strong we are and our Pokemon have become. That's funny. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Actually.
Alright, this is a great place to end off the episode. If you like this video, consider subscribing and consider writing something nice down in the comments below. Anyways, goodbye, people.